one step further. That's not giving up. It's giving your best. I only will walk away when I know I do not have anything else to give.
The disappointment was so deep, like a cut. It struck the fire in me to make sure that I never endure that type of pain again.
In the second round of the playoffs, Michael returned home with a vengeance. Playing with the Charlotte Hornets, it would be Michael's last professional appearance in North Carolina.
It's always been a treat to come back home when you've grown up here and go out, become a man on your own, and then come back home and show what's involved in that person.
For fans who had watched him since his days as a Carolina schoolboy, what emerged now was not just the skill, but the willpower. Those who remembered his raw potential now saw the results of a lifetime of hard work.
He would go to JV practice, and then he'd go to varsity practice. We played ball games, and after games were over, he'd run what we call suicides or line drills. He'd run those by himself.
I was just marveled at his work habits, even then. With his competitiveness, to go with all that dedication, it was something to see.
The weakest part of Michael's game on the offensive end was the shooting. So he obviously mastered something that everybody said he couldn't do when he came out of college. And he did it by shooting consistently. The other thing that people told him that he wasn't really a good defensive player. And he found a way not only to become a great defensive player, but the best defensive player in the NBA. This guy said, those are my weaknesses. I'm going to figure out how to make those my strengths. And he did it.
I got a glimpse, really, of Michael Jordan and what he was all about the first time I ever coached him. About 2 minutes to go in the game, I called a timeout, and we were down 2. It was right there in the balance. And I had some little powder on my mouth where I chewed some gum and chewed it so hard that it really became powder. And Michael grabbed a cup of water and he handed it to me and he said, take a drink of this water, clear that stuff off your mouth. I'm not going to let you lose your first game.
The level of faith that I have in anything in life is taught to you from your parents. This is a trait that I would never trade anything for. And if I can ever pass anything on to my kids, it would be optimistic about everything in life.
He was only a freshman at the University of North Carolina, but with the 1982 NCAA championship at stake, his team's fate was in his hands, and he never hesitated.
Goes back to Michael Jordan, jumper from out on the left. The Cardinals are going to win the national championship.
After I hit the shot, my father came to me and said, this was the start of something big. He didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. But I did believe him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 23. Please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and extinguish all smoking.